Sure enough, it's always the drama. Not only I got the one thing I'm dealing with, which is a broker and or a shipper issue, which is common, especially with broker style loads, which is mostly what this company does. But now I've also been sitting here for 5 or 10 minutes watching this noob, which I was at one time, trying to at least get close to back in this door. Maybe it'll let me buy now. Alright, yes sir, thank you. Have fun, not knowing how to drive. We'll get it one of these days. Anyways, so I'm sitting in the dock, like I said in that last video, I posted the video for the one called, I'm gonna call this one sitting there, waiting to get loaded for a couple hours. Doggone dispatcher calls me and says, hey, they haven't started loading you yet? And I said, heck to the no, because this was a hot load. Driving straight through to Bama. I won't have enough hours because the appointment time, and it's a grocery place, which if you don't make your appointment times at a grocery place delivery, they'll have you sit all kinds of, few hours. And grocery loads suck anyway. They charge you huge lumper fees and everything. And, the appointment time, even when you have appointment times, a lot of times you sit for hours and stuff. They're just a bunch of jerk offs. Anyways, I guess they just think this stuff doesn't stink. They can do whatever they want to, I guess. And don't care about anybody else or whatever else. Anyways, he says, well, get the heck out of there. Well, I'm going to call the broker and tell him we're not doing this load, which I'm down with. So I'm leaving. I'm running my reefer for a few minutes to charge the battery and stir the fluids and stuff I hadn't run in a few days. I haven't hauled a cold load yet, but I started the video off not only because I was watching that guy back in with the board, but also I'm going to pull up here to the guard shack and tell this lady I pulled out of the dock, the light was still green, it wasn't red, and they hadn't started loading. I even went back and visually checked. The ramp was in the door and the dock door on the place was closed. Put on my hazards and lights, purged my brakes a few times, beat on the side of the trailer, said, hey, I'm leaving, all that kind of stuff for in the interest of safety. You don't ever want to have a forklift drive off a dock, man. But that's why they have dock locks, especially at this place. If there wasn't dock locks, I might would have gone a step further and tried to go inside and let somebody know I was leaving first. But anyways, pull up here to the guard shack. Tell this lovely lady up here that I am leaving and see, I bet you, I don't want to bet you, but I got a feeling she's not going to be not too happy. She's going to be all, well, you can't just pull out of the dock. You can't just do what you want to, we got safety policies. I'm going to look here, ma'am. I operate this truck. You operate this guard shack. I'm leaving. Take this load and shove it. No, that's not nice, but, time is money. Since we're a couple hours in the dock and they're not going to pay us for having sat here, and us to continue to sit here, we're losing money every minute, bigger companies and, everything, everybody, we can deal with all that and stuff a lot of times, but this small company, man, you have time to play these games like this, cool stuff. Anyhow, guys, I'm sitting behind this other one. I guess he's waiting to get his seal and get his paperwork and everything. I'm wanting to get out of here. I probably could just pull up and be like, I'm leaving, and hopefully, excuse me, oh, mercy sakes. 1,000 apologies. I've trying to drink a bunch of water and vitamin water and fluids and stuff, and I got indigestion and stuff. I'm trying to work on losing this weight here, folks, and I've got a new vitamin supplement I'm going to be checking out, and if it's effective at all, I'm going to share that with you. See, what it does for me, because I've got a long road to travel on this big old gut of mine, and I tell you, I've had it most of my life, and trucking didn't help it any, but, I tell you, I'm brutally fighting it. I'm eating salad, grilled chicken, vegetables, whole fruits that are whole fruits only, that is. Staying low on carbs, but you got to have some carbs, especially complex carbs. Not simple carbs like sugar and stuff, but, a little bit of bread and wheat and all. So, alright, we're pulling up here to the guard shack. See what this lady says. She's going to fuss me, I'm sure. I'll give it down, maybe. 10. The dispatch called me and told me he's calling the broker, telling him to cancel the load. We've been sitting for a couple hours and we won't be able to make the appointment, so they told me to cancel it and leave. All right.
They told you was here too long, you had to cancel and leave? All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, man, sorry. Oh, that was painless. I thought they would be fussing. I thought they'd be fussing. They'd be like, hold on a second, I want to look at the paperwork. So they told you to cancel and leave? I said, yes, sir. I said, okay. It is what it is. Can't do nothing about it. I mean, they can fuss, you know, and the only gripe would be about a sick issue, but that sick light was red and they were loading me, which this wouldn't have been the situation at all anyway, because if they're loading me, I'd have let them finish loading me, and I might would have had a prayer of making it straight on into the delivery point, though. Delivery window was 10 p.m. through 1 a.m. tonight. You know, and it's not that great of a distance. It's Jacksonville to Alabama. That would be like 330 miles, so I could have made it if they'd have gone on and got me loaded. But I've been sitting here a couple hours with my thumb up my butt and then burned up more time. As I said, when I started my clock this morning, I've already delivered first stop on my last load and then drove to and delivered the second stop, all from, you know, I started at the first stop, I had slept there. So, all right, guys. But, yeah. So let's get out of here. This will be the first time you've been riding with me. I've been stationary every video I shot before this, and this is the first time you guys, and you'll notice I probably won't look at you because, hey, I'm looking at the road now. Before I was looking at the camera when I would be doing the videos, but now, being that I'm driving, I ain't gonna be doing none of that checking y'all out. I'm gonna be trucking on down the road. Besides, it just be me I'm looking at it, you know. Trying to make sure I look good. There you go, this one's for Heather. She'll know why that's so funny. It's an inside story joke. I'll tell you about it one of these days, maybe. Just something funny that happened that we did. You know, lick my fingers and brush my eyebrows back because I'm silly. How you doing? How you doing? We're getting ready to pass. I ain't gonna show you. I was gonna pick the phone up and try to show you, but all that junk's too dangerous, especially as when they pass one of the training centers that teaches drivers to drive over here. Truckers training. Their training wheels on, so I'm gonna honk the horn at them and stuff. And they're all like, "Yeah, all right, trucker." I did when I honked the horn. I did the, you know, you can probably see it right there. Yeah, that's the this here being a Kenworth. Instead of having it on your left hand over here by the window, you see people doing this to honk your horn. It's actually this braided leather tassel right here, kind of almost to the center of the overhead console. By the way, where in Sam hell am I going? I've got to go north or south for an exit. Fucking A, I already have booked it already. I did earlier. I used another dirty word. Man, I'm making this a bad habit, guys. I guess I'm gonna have to start saying this isn't a family-friendly channel. I was trying to keep it that way. I have to let that one slide. I don't know how to do the bleeper, and I don't want to reshoot this whole video. I'm kind of lazy in that sense, because most of the time I can get them in a one hit, one shot, you know. I like that. It's raw footage, you know. Where in the heckaroonie am I? Well, I know I gotta go north one exit. I mean, I know Jacksonville really well. I used to run out of a yard down here. How you doing, sweetie? Woo. I used to run out of a yard down here. It was Allen Freight Transportation, and they were just Allen Freight. You know where transportation came from. But they were a company that, I'm sitting at the red light, that PAM Transport. They bought them out. They bought a bunch of companies at that time. They bought Total, TEX, NEX, AFS, which was Allen Freight, the one I was working for. So during that time they were transitioning. Now the whole company's all just Pam, you know. But being the main yard was down here in Jacksonville, Florida, I spent a lot of time in this area on all these different roads between. If I was at the terminal, I could take their van and go run errands, go to the store, go to the restaurant, get something to eat, go do whatever I might need to do. Also to shuttle other drivers around. But, you know, if you're stuck there at the yard, you know, y'all ride together. If they got to go somewhere, go get something done with their license or something, you know. Spending time at your home terminal, you can get a lot of other stuff done other than just regular errands. Like, you got to get all your, you know, you have to go for your medical, DOT medical, physical and stuff. You know, there's a lot that goes into trucking. You know, a lot that people don't realize. There's a whole lot of other stuff behind the scenes, if you will. I just run the flip out of that red light. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was yellow when I crossed the yellow line, but it was red before I got my 70-foot ass through that mother joker. Anyways, it's only a problem if you get caught. Yeehaw, come on, here we go. Hey, your mom and them. Alright, so, yeah, I'm a funny guy. I like the truck, man. I love the truck. Here we go, here we go. This truck's fast, too, man. I'm doing 70 miles. If I'm empty, I'm doing 70 miles an hour by the time I get on the interstate up the damn on-ramp. You know, yeehaw, McGraw. Speed was only 65. I might have slowed down just a tad scroony. Alright, now see, this is why I cut that reefer on and let it run. Alright, it was on green, now it's on red. I wonder if just because the temperature's not dropped low enough yet, or there's something wrong with that reefer. Yeah, that's the reason you do that. I'm not hauling a cold load yet, but every couple of days, and this not everybody, but this is my personal preference, I'll fire it off, let it run for 20, 30 minutes, whatever, maybe even an hour. See that it's blowing cold air, see that the temperature's coming down. I've stirred the fluids, charged the battery, and done all that. Why not do that? Because it's an independent unit on the trailer and pull from the tractor. So, but you do that. That way, you know when you go, you're more than likely, obviously, especially on an older trailer, which is not that old, but it's not brand new either. You know when you fire it up, it's going to run, or you know, much more likelihood. If you ain't fired it in weeks and the battery's dead or something, or there's something leaked out of it, or some oil, or some leak, whatever the case may be. For whatever it is, you know, you hadn't run in weeks, you know, you go to fire it up, you pull it down for a load you're going to pick up, and it won't cool, and you've already got that load scheduled to go pick up, then you're in a tight spot, you know. So, this is exit 25. I was trying to look up and make sure I was going to the right exit here. Go to this truck stop and sit on my bahunkus for a minute. Yeah, 25. Surf can, a pilot, yep. I'm going to duck into the P lot. We call it a pilot truck stop, we call it the P lot because so many truckers pee in it. And it smells like pee. Good God, look at the sleeper on that truck. Oh, that's about 168 inch or something. ARI custom sleeper on Allied. Yeah, they've got a bunch of those like that. They are blessed. Love to have one of those. It's what me and Heather want, or Heather and I would like to have. Maybe sooner than later, but even if not, then when we kind of get to retirement age or whatever, we just kind of pull easy loads and pull a little bit enough for much, you know, whatever, or work hard if we have to, if we're poor, you know, but we want it, something to be comfortable in. Big enough sleeper, you know, I don't want 168 inches, that's too big. Can't haul enough freight, and it's too heavy, too big. You gotta do too much to the truck, you gotta put a heavier axle on the front and everything, and turning radius is crap, and your long wheelbase, you know, makes the turn radius crap and everything. So, what about a 120-inch sleeper is what I'm looking for, and have a shower, a small kitchenette, and you know, your shower and your toilet's integrated. It's like the seat in the shower, and it's also your toilet, your little lid. But you know, it's all self-contained, and it'll be very comfortable for me and Heather and Daisy Doggo. I'm gonna have to show you guys some pictures. Definitely go by the. I'm making this turn in heavy traffic here. Definitely go by the Trucky Mctruckerton Facebook page, which is actually called Dino Trucklin. Dino Truck LIN. Kind of pulled that because A, it wouldn't let me do Trucky Mctruckerton on Facebook. It just wouldn't allow it. Trucklin as opposed to Franklin, because that's my last name. Franklin is kind of pulled from that. So if you're not going to let me over, I'm just going to run you over. Turkey. That's how it's going to be. Thank you. Appreciate it. You see me. It's that little flashing thing means I want to come over. Yeah. Ooh, let's not hit that car either. Alright. We're clear. Anyways, sorry. I'm trying to maneuver this big booger in downtown traffic, you know? What in flipping it was I talking about? You guys know? Because I don't know. Big truck and, a comfortable truck for me and Daisy and Heather and see some pictures. The Facebook page. There we go. I'm back on track now. Truckland. I'll put pictures and posts stuff on there all the time. I gotta add stuff to it. I just created it about the same time I was creating the Trucky Mctruckerton YouTube page. I'm sitting in the red light now, which is why I was holding my hands up like that. See, here's the red light. Let's see. Wait. There we are. Sitting in the red light. We're going into P-Lot over yonder. Where did I say? Over yonder? That's like over yonder and here and over there and all that together. Over yonder. I just made that up right now. Anyways, I'm silly. Alright, it's another long video, so let me end this one off even shorter than the longest one, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Anyhow. Alright, Trucky Mctruckerton, deuces.